Welcome back to the channel as we look to break down the latest on the world of football, more specifically transfer news and analysis. In this video, we are going to talk about the latest on Nicolas Jackson, who is officially signing for Chelsea after long talks on payment terms. We will also be talking on potential impact the player may bring to the table at Stamford Bridge, and turning tables on the bad scoring form we've seen with Chelsea's attack previously led by German forward Kai Havertz, with whom himself have secured a move to the London rivals Arsenal. We will also look at Romelu Lukaku's fight with Chelsea to secure a move to Inter, after Chelsea recently got enticed with good deals from Saudi clubs for the Belgian striker. We will finish things by talking about Cesar Azpilicueta's potential termination of contract, with the Spaniard considering a move away from the club to seek a new challenge. Inter Milan so far have shown interest for the Chelsea captain, and a lot might happen in the coming days. Before we dig deeper, consider hitting that subscribe button to help out the channel, turn on the notification bell not to be left out with our latest updates. 100 likes for such a young channel would be a fortune, as this will help with the algorithm. Before wasting any more time, let's start with our first story of this video. Chelsea agree Nicolas Jackson transfer with striker to become Pochettino's second signing after £30 million offer is accepted. The Senegalese international, 22, has agreed personal terms with the Blues. And according to Fabrizio Romano, a medical is being scheduled ahead of his move to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are understood to have paid a little more than the release clause in his Villarreal contract. The transfer fee will be paid in installments. He joins as Mauricio Pochettino's second signing of the window after Ecuadorian Kendry Páez penned a deal to move from Independiente del Valle. Christopher Nkunku officially came in from RB Leipzig earlier this week, but a deal had been sealed months ago before Pochettino came in. Jackson's arrival in West London comes after he enjoyed a sensational end to the campaign for the La Liga side. He scored a superb 9 goals in his final 8 league matches. Across the 2022-23 campaign, he registered 13 goals and 5 assists in 38 appearances. Jackson plays as a central striker for Villarreal, a position Chelsea have been keen to recruit for over the past few months. Kai Havertz, who often led the line last season, looks set to join Arsenal. Chelsea fans will be hoping the new striker will change their fortunes in front of goal after last season openly exposed Chelsea's dirt as far as scoring goals is concerned. Let's switch gears to news about Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea are keen to offload Romelu Lukaku, who has endured a nightmare 2 years since returning for a second spell. The Belgian, 30, scored 15 goals in 59 appearances during his first season back at the Bridge. He was then loaned out to former club Inter Milan, where he netted 14 times. Inter are keen to extend his loan into the 2023-24 campaign, but face competition from local rivals AC Milan, who are eyeing a permanent transfer. Lukaku is also receiving interest from Saudi Arabia. Romelu Lukaku is determined to fight Chelsea's attempts to sell him to Al Hilal so he can return to Inter Milan. The 30-year-old is already the highest-paid player at Stamford Bridge, but turned down a further £6 million pay rise to move to Al Hilal. He wants to return for a second season on loan at Champions League finalists Inter and is willing to have his £325,000 a week salary, which he did during his spell with the Italians at Chelsea, to allow the move to happen. The Blues want to cash in on Lukaku with a hefty transfer fee and get his salary off the books. AC Milan were rumored to be interested in the Belgium international, but no contact has been made with them. Inter have also expressed an interest in Chelsea's defensive duo Cesar Azpilicueta and Trevoh Chalobah. Azpilicueta's future is in doubt after Chelsea signed right-back Malo Gusto from Lyon in January. Gusto, 20, spent the latter part of last season on loan following his £31 million transfer but will return to Chelsea for pre-season training. Chelsea captain Azpilicueta is not actively looking for a move this summer, but Inter see an opportunity to sign the 33-year-old for a cut-price fee, with Chelsea overstocked in defense. Inter have also asked about signing Chalobah on a season-long loan. The 23-year-old's future at Chelsea is in doubt after the club recalled Levi Colwill from his Brighton loan, and he will join Mauricio Pochettino's men in pre-season. Even if Chelsea sell Kalidou Koulibaly, who is set to follow the likes of N'Golo Kante, Hakim Ziyech and Edouard Mendy to Saudi Arabia, they still have plenty of defensive talent, with Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badiashile, Thiago Silva and Colwill all demanding first-team spots. Chalobah is open to leaving Chelsea this summer and went to Milan to meet representatives from Inter last week. AC Milan are eyeing Christian Pulisic after cooling their interest in Ruben Loftus-Cheek. The pair will be allowed to leave Chelsea, who are also open to offers for Marc Cucurella, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ethan Ampadu. On to our next and final story. Chelsea player now considering terminating his contract to secure transfer this summer. Reports have claimed that Chelsea defender Cesar Azpilicueta is considering terminating his own contract in order to secure a move away this summer. According to Di Marzio, the club captain is attracting interest from recent Champions League finalists Inter Milan. It looks set to be the end of more than a decade at the club now for Azpilicueta, with him easily registering himself as a club legend in that time. However, performances over the last 12 months have somewhat been unrecognizable from the player whose supporters learned to love during his Chelsea career. His time at Stamford Bridge could have ended up a year ago too, with the Spain international looking set for a move back to his home country and to Barcelona. However, the fact the Blues had already lost Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen on free transfers, they couldn't warrant allowing another leader at the back depart. Now though, it seems as if Azpilicueta may get his wish to leave this season, admittedly coming from him ending his own contract at the club. Inter are reportedly very interested in bringing the experienced defender into their ranks. Negotiations between the two clubs look set to be the story of Chelsea's transfer window. They look set to be based around the future of Romelu Lukaku, with him returning to Stamford Bridge for now after his loan spell. The Blues are reportedly not looking for another loan possibility regarding the Belgian, which makes things difficult for the cash-strapped Serie A side. There is now also the lingering interest from Saudi Arabia for the Italians to deal with too, with there being a financial benefits to Chelsea if they look to sell there. Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta have achieved a lot at the club, including winning 2 Premier League titles, FA Cup, UEFA Europa Cup, UEFA Champions League, just to mention a few. On the comments section down below, I would like you to give a comment on your take on Azpilicueta with his links to Inter. Do you think the captain should stay and run down his contract, or should this be the perfect time to seek another challenge? I will be waiting for your opinion. On my part, I have come to the end of this video, just hoping you enjoyed the content. If you did, then consider smashing that like button, turn on the notification bell for more updates on amazing transfer news. Check my other videos for other latest updates if you haven't yet so as not to be left behind. On that note, thank you for staying tuned till the end. Until another time, stay tuned.